Hello everyone, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFunction, and I'm going to be taking this level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So as always, we want you to have a challenging and enjoyable class, but it's really important for your safety that you exercise to the correct level. So level 3 exercise classes are designed for people who can move their affected leg reasonably well and who can stand but may need a support for standing, okay, but might have some restricted movement in their affected arm. It's a requirement for this class that you have a sturdy upright chair or a bench or table nearby that you can use for a support, and that you also have a carer or a family member or somebody to assist you and supervise you with your balance for the standing exercises as needed, okay? So today, also to mention as well, the level 3 exercise classes are a combination of sitting and standing exercises. So for the seated ones, if you have a sturdy dining chair or something, or you could use your wheelchair. And then for the standing exercises, make sure you've got a support nearby. I will try and give you options for both, just in case you need to do some seated active recovery instead of having to do standing exercises the whole time. So I'll give you options and you can choose what works best for you. Right, so today we are doing an upper body focus session. So we're going to start with a warm-up. As normal, we're going to get our body moving, get our heart rate up a little bit, and then we're going to go into a circuit. Now the circuit is going to be a combination of upper body exercises. Some of them might include some leg movements too, to get a bit more of a full body workout, and then we're going to have some cardiovascular, so sort of quicker movements to try and get our heart rate up a bit. All right, we're then going to finish with a short cool down. So if you want to start in sitting, we're just going to start with some neck movements. So I'm just going to get you to try and bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Feel a stretch down the opposite side of your neck, and then come back up to the middle. And then you're going to go to the other way. So left ear to left shoulder. Think about the opposite shoulder really reaching down. So you could reach down to the ground with that hand. So you really feel that stretch coming down the side of your neck. And then back up. And then we're going to go the other way. So think about that shoulder coming down, don't let it ride up. Up, and then the other way. You will probably find that one side is tighter than the other. I am definitely a lot tighter on this side than the other side. And back up. We're going to do one more time each way. Nice breaths. Good. And then last time, really reaching that shoulder down. Lovely. Okay, let's get some arm and shoulder rolls. Rolls back, big rolls back. Try and get those elbows moving if you can. Good. Nice, big movements. Try and sit nice and tall. Good, and we're going to change direction, so come forward. Good. Two more. Feel the heat starting in those shoulders and relax. Nice. We're going to do a cat-cow now. So I'm going to turn to the side to show you. But you say sitting forwards. We're going to round our back, drop our head, and then we're going to sit tall, head high. Drop back, round our back, drop our chin to our chest. Sit nice and tall, shoulders wide, head high. You're going to drop that chin to chest, slumping down. And come nice and tall, shoulders wide, head high. Going to do two more here. Moving at a pace that's good for you. And nice and tall. Lovely, last one. And nice and high. Fantastic, okay. Next one we're going to do, try and get our heart rate up a bit, is a row the boat. So you can imagine you're in a kayak or a canoe. Hold your hands together and we're going to think about rowing side to side. We can imagine we're somewhere exotic. We're going to go for a minute. Off we go. Try and get a bit of rotation happening in those shoulders and that waist. Maybe we can imagine we're somewhere nice and sunny on a beach, rowing in the sea. That's it. Keep it going. Nice big swooping movements with your hands. Really nice. Got about another 15 seconds. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay. Next, we're going to do a forward reach and then an upward reach. So hands together. We're going to stretch our arms forwards, back in, and then up, back down. So here, if you can't move your arms all the way forward straight away, just move as far as comfortable for you. Good. And if you can't reach all the way up, just reach as high as you can. Or alternatively, if you just can't reach if you can't reach up, just keep reaching forward. Okay? So you're going to reach forwards and up, or keep going forward if this isn't available to you. Forward and up. Forward and up. Lovely. Forward and up. Good. Forward and up. Let's do 2 more here. Forward and up. Last one. Forward and up. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. Okay, we're going to come up into standing now for the last bit of our warm-up. If you didn't want to do this in standing, the option is you could stay on the chair. We're going to do some marching on the spot. So you could march your legs on the spot here, moving your arms as well, okay? Or if you're going to join me in standing, you're going to stand up and find your way to your support. So if you want, you could hold onto the support with both of your hands, or you could hold one hand. If you've got 2 supports, you can hold one hand either side, or hold your walking aid and the support, whatever is available to you. Okay, and we're going to march. So we're going to go for a minute. Off we go. We're trying your best, if you're only holding the support with one arm, try and swing your opposite arm. Lovely. Get those legs moving. Lift those knees. And keep it going. Lovely. So let's get that heart rate up a bit. You're over halfway. We've got 20 seconds to go. See if you can lift the knees a little bit higher. Lovely. That's it. Got 5 seconds. And stop there. Okay, get yourself a drink if you'd like to. We're going to go into our main circuit now. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do in standing is a half raise, but we're going to add a squat to it as well. Okay, so for the half raise, the options are, if you can stand without holding on, then you could have your hands together. You're going to raise your arms up to shoulder height, drop it down halfway, back up, and then down. We're then going to do a little squat. Okay, if you need to hold on to something in standing, then we're going to do one arm at a time. So you're going to raise your arm up in front, down halfway, back up, down into a squat. okay? And then we're going to swap halfway. If you were deciding that today you'd like to take the seated option, okay, we're going to do a half raise here. So we're going to think about raising up halfway, up all the way, down halfway, back up, and then down, okay? And that's your option. So you could hold a hand weight if you wanted to, or a can of beans or can of food between your hands, okay, to add a bit of resistance. If you wanted to, you could just do that for your unaffected side, okay? So pick an option that suits for you. If you're doing one arm at a time, you could support your affected arm and do it that way if you can't move your affected arm on its own, okay? And then do your unaffected arm separately. I will tell you when to swap over. Or if you were taking the hands clasped option in seated and standing, you were just going to keep going the whole time. Okay, so we're going to go for 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to get my stopwatch ready. I'm going to tell us when we're halfway between each one, okay, so we can change sides. So seated or standing, off we go. We're going to reach our arm up in front, down halfway, back up, down and squat. Up halfway, up all the way, sorry, down halfway, back up, down and squat. Up, halfway down, back up, down and squat. Up, halfway down, back up, down and squat. Up, halfway down, back up, down and squat. Good. With the squat, make sure that you are keeping your weight even between both your legs. Up, halfway down, back up, and down. Lovely. And that you are also making sure you're keeping your weight in your heels as well. You're not letting your heels lift up off the floor. Okay, so we're going to change sides. So if you're in standing or if you're doing one arm at a time in seated, we're going to change to the opposite side. Off we go. So lifting up, halfway down, back up, little squat. Up, halfway down, back up, squat. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Good. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Lovely. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Lovely. Up, halfway down, back up, and squat. Good. Lovely. Okay, we're going to go into our cardiovascular work. So you might want to, if you cannot stand without holding on, okay, because we're going to do some punching. So your options are, you could stand up and do one arm at a time, okay, and I will tell you when we're halfway to swap and do one arm at a time in standing. Or you can come down to sitting, okay, and do your punches in sitting. Okay, they're your two options. We're going to go for 1 minute. Okay, I will tell you when halfway if you're deciding to go one arm at a time. All right, so I'm going to do the standing option. So if you're sitting, then get yourself ready. Okay, off we go. So we're punching one arm at a time, forward, as quick as you can. If you get a little bend in your knees, that's great. If you want to make it a bit harder, come into a little bit of a squat. Really punching that arm forward and back as quick as you can. If you haven't got much movement this side, just think about moving your shoulder and punching as much as you can, even if you do a little punch forward. It's just moving that arm. Okay, keep going. Sorry, just checking my time. And we're going to change sides. So either turn around, change support, and you're going to go forward with the other arm. Again, coming into that little squat if you want to. When you're in squat, try and keep your weight even in both your legs, bottom back, chest up. Sit, really punch that arm. Lovely, feel a little burn in those quads, I do, in those thigh muscles. Really good, keep it moving. You're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. get yourself a drink if you need one, okay? And I will explain the next exercise. So, next exercise we're going to do is going to be in standing, okay? So if you're seated, then make your way up to a standing position. We're going to do a press up. So you've got two options here. I'm just going to move this chair out of the way so I can show you. Okay, so you've got the option of doing a wall press up. So you're going to come to the wall, okay? And we're thinking you could have your hands on top of each other like that, or shoulder width apart, whatever works for you. We're going to lower ourselves towards the wall and push away, okay? Now, the further back you are, the harder this becomes, okay? So if you want to make it easier, closer. If you don't have a wall nearby, you could use your sturdy chair or your upright support, okay, or your table. Again, you could, if it's to make this a bit sort of slightly less challenging, you could think about hinging at your hips and lowering yourself towards the bench. If you wanted to make it more challenging, step yourself back and lower yourself towards the bench this way. Okay, but that's quite a bit more challenging. So pick the level that's suitable for you. We're going to go for 1.5 minutes. So you're either going for your wall press up or your bench press up. Remember, feet closer is easier than further away. If you need to make it a bit less challenging as well, you could reduce how close you get to the side, make the range of motion smaller. Okay, so I'm going to show you here on the wall, and we're going to go for 1.5 minutes. So hands on top of each other if you need, or side by side, and we're going to lower in and push away. When you're doing it here as well, think about squeezing your bottom and squeezing your tummy so that your back stays nice and straight. We don't want any arching like this or any rounding, okay? Think about squeezing everything and staying nice and tight, nice and long and tall. Again, like I said, if you need to make it a bit less challenging, do a smaller range of motion, smaller bend. If you want to make it more challenging, step back. Okay, so pick what works for you. If you need to stop it all, give your arms a little shake, then definitely do so, okay? Work at a pace that's good for you. Really good. Lovely, guys. Keep it going. We're going to do 3 more wherever you're at. 1, 2, last one, 3. Oh, give your arms a shake. Well done. Okay. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. If you need to come to sitting now for a bit of an active rest, then find your way back to your chair. Okay. If you want to stay in standing, we're going to go into quick feet. So we're trying to move your feet as quick as you can. Okay, so you could do it in standing, holding your support, so with both hands or one hand, or we can come sitting, and we're trying to move our feet as quick as we can here, okay? So I'm going to come up into standing. We're going to go for 1 minute, as quick as we can. Let me get my stopwatch ready. Okay, ready? And off we go. Quick feet. Quick as you can. Really nice. If the quick feet is a bit tricky, just go to marching. Think about marching as quick as you can. We're just trying to get those feet moving. And if you need to, you can hold the support with both hands. Whatever works for you. Really good, we're over halfway. That's it, keep it going guys, well done. Doing great. seconds. And stop there. Grab yourself a drink. Okay, I'm going to show you the next exercise. Again, if you need to have a sit, okay, we can have a sit down for this one. Okay, you're going to be doing some bicep curls. So if you wanted to grab again, if you wanted to use some cans of food or light hand weights, then you can do. Okay, you could either do arms separately, or you could hold the hand weight in between or clasp your hands together. Okay, so that is the seated option if you choose to do that one. If you're choosing to do a standing option, I'm going to ask you to stand with the chair behind you and to have your support in front or beside you. Okay, we're going to do a squat and then a bicep curl. Okay, so you can either do it, if you've got this available, you could do it so that you've got the support here and you're going to do a squat and then a bicep curl, so the chair behind you. Or you could come side on, again, chair behind you, you have a little squat down and do one arm at a time. All right, so they're the options for you. So we're going to again do 45 seconds on each side for a total of 1.5 minutes. So if you're doing both arms together, just keep going. But if you're doing one arm at a time with me, then I'll tell you when to swap. Okay, off we go. So we're going to do a little squat down and we're going to curl our arm up. Squat down and curl up. Squat down, curl up. Lovely. Squat down, curl up. Squat down, curl up. So with the squats, if it's a bit much, just reduce your range of motion. So just do a smaller squat, just do a little knee bend and then come up, okay? Again, working with what is in your limits right now. If this is your weaker side as well, you've got your assistant there, they could help you bend your arm, okay? So we're going to change sides now. So if you're standing, you're going to stand with your support. We're going to do our squat and our bicep curl. Good. Okay. And remember, if you want to, you could just do the bicep curl in standing. That's another option, or go to seated. Really good. Lovely work, guys. This is a tricky one today. Definitely getting everyone working up an appetite. Have a nice good lunch after this. Lovely. And finish there. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go on to our last cardio exercise. So we're going to do punching. So if you would like to come back down into sitting, okay, you could do this in standing if you wanted. All right, we're going to do hook punches. So we're going to hook our punches around to the side like this, okay? With your affected side, if you can't get a massive hook, think about just bringing your shoulder around, so moving from your shoulder. And we're going to go for 1 minute. Okay, so again, if you wanted to do this in standing, hold your support. You could do one arm at a time, and I'll tell you when we're halfway to change over to the other side. So that's an option for you. If you're joining me in sitting, we're going to go for 1 minute. Hook side to side. Moving as quick as you can. Big punches around. That's it, really nice. Big punches. You might need to have your feet a bit wider to give you a bit of support. Because it'll get your tummy muscles working. Okay, if you're standing up and doing one arm, swap sides. If not, keep on punching with me. Really good. Keep it going. Keep punching. You're nearly there, guys. We've got one more exercise, and then we're into our cool down. Good, keep it punching. You're nearly there. Final stretch. Good. Keep it going. And rest. Lovely. Okay, grab a drink if you need one. Okay, so the last exercise we're going to do is a lawnmower. Okay, so if you are staying seated, the option is you are reaching down and then you're pulling up and back, pretending you're starting a lawnmower. Okay, you could hold a hand weight here if you wanted to, or a can of food to add a bit of resistance. If you struggle to reach with your affected side, you could hold your hands together and assist the movement, or just reach as much as you can, thinking about the movement coming from your shoulder. So that is the seated option. Okay, we're going to do one arm at a time and swap halfway. If you are standing, I want you to make your way up to standing now, okay? We're going to stand, and we're going to try and stand with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, okay? And we're reaching down to the front leg and pulling up and back, okay? And we're going to swap halfway. So halfway through, we would change legs, change our supporting arm, down and up, okay? So we're going to go for 45 seconds on each side. This is a really nice one for your balance, but also the muscles around your shoulder. Okay, so pick whichever leg you're starting with, okay? So if you're holding onto the side, beside you, put the leg forward that's closest to the side. Okay, off we go. So you're going to reach down to the front leg with the opposite arm, pull back and up. Reach down, pull back and up. Reach down, pull back and up. So when you're reaching down as well, try and keep your back straight. So I'm just going to come to the side to demonstrate. We're thinking about reaching down, pulling back, okay? So trying not to collapse here. You're just reaching down as far as you can, little bend in your knees, pulling back up. Okay, reaching down, pull back. Down, pull back. Lovely. Down, pull back. Good. One more. And we're going to swap legs, okay? So swap arms if you're in sitting. You're going to need to swap, either turn around or swap sides of your support if you're standing up, okay? Right, and reach down to opposite leg, pull back up. Down, up. You might find here you feel the weight going to the front leg and then the back as well. So it's a lovely exercise for weight transfer. Okay? And as well, you're just moving as far as you can. If you can't reach very far down, that is fine. You could just think about reaching forward and down. Okay? Just move within a range that is comfortable for you and at a speed that is comfortable for you. Good. Forward and back. Fantastic. We're almost there now. Last bit. You have one more to go. And stop there. Brilliant work. Grab yourself a drink if you need one, okay? We're going to come into our cool down. So we're going to start in standing since we're up here, or if you're not, then make your way up. Oh, no, make your way up to standing if you can, or I will show you a seated option if you do want to stay seated. Okay, so you're going to put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, holding your support in front. We're going to bend the front knee, keeping the back heel on the ground, both legs straight, so you can feel a stretch in the back calf muscle. You're going to hold here with your chest up. If you are sitting, you're going to try and bring I'm going to go sideways to show, 1 foot back as far as you can. You're going to try and lean down through that knee to feel a stretch in the back of that calf muscle, okay? So whichever option you're doing, going to hold here, and then we're going to change legs. So stepping the other foot back, bending the front knee, back heel stays down, feet facing forward, chest up. If you are sitting, you're going to change legs, opposite leg coming as back as far as you can, lean down through the knee, heel to ground. And we're going to come back up. Lovely. We're going to make our way down to sitting now. Okay, we're going to do a bit of a chest stretch. So I want you to bring your hands back as far as you can, okay? Make your collarbones wide, squeeze your shoulders back, head high. Feel the stretch across your shoulders here, across your chest. I'm gonna hold there. Try and take some nice big breaths in and out here. Good. Really fill up those lungs. One more. Good, and then this time we're going to clasp our hands together in front. Stretch those arms forward, round those shoulder blades, and drop your chin to chest. Big breaths in and out again to feel that stretch in your upper back. And again, big breath. Good. Okay, I'm going to get you to bring one arm across your chest. Hold above the elbow with the other arm and just pull that arm into your chest so you can feel a stretch down the back of your shoulder muscles there. Take some nice big breaths. You did really well today, everybody. Well done. It was a bit more of a burner today, a bit more of a cardiovascular one. And then we're going to change arms. Reach arm forward and across, hand above the elbow. Bring that arm into your chest to feel a stretch in your shoulder. Well done. So next week we're going to be doing more of a lower body focus, okay, and go through that rotation. It's quite nice because all of these videos are recorded. Okay, and relax your arm. Take a good little shake out. Is that if you wanted to do more than one session in a week, you could go back and find one of the older ones for the lower body or the core and do that one later in the week, so that then you're getting a sort of full body focus throughout the course of your week. So that's the joy of having the big bank of recorded videos that we've got here on the Different Strokes Facebook and YouTube channel. So I want to say thank you very much for joining me today. If you have any feedback or comments, please leave it below. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week and a lovely weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Okay, take care everybody, bye.